each province basically has a professional team that is supported by the province. And, obviously that's their job. So they're 5 days a week on the ice or in the gym or whatever else other training that they deem necessary. I know the national team has the benefit of being able to go to the National Training Center, which is quite a new facility in Korea. And it's just an amazing facility. It's just every sport is represented there. And there's just a state-of-the-art facility there. So there's been a lot of money spent by government to make sure that the athletes have the equipment and the training that they need. So I think curling's benefited a lot from that, just to have those types of facilities and gyms and everything available. And but as far as anything beyond that, I was never really in the loop.
We read that you said the Korean Curling Federation didn't have the right personnel in place to take advantage of the success of Team Kim, right? So obviously winning a medal and all their fame was a great opportunity for growth at the grassroots level. So why do you think they were so ill-equipped to move the sport forward in terms of getting more people playing in Korea?
Well, I can say a few things about that. One is that generally because curling is a relatively new sport in Korea, and Melvin can talk about that. It's, just goes back maybe 25 years or more. I'm not sure exactly, but so you don't have a whole lot of experienced curlers. Well, you don't have any sitting on the Korean Curling Federation. Most of these people are business people, and they're in there to try to run it like a business, but without that knowledge of what it really takes to grow the sport and what do you have to do and where can you go to do it. And the other aspect was that they mysteriously ran out of money. And, maybe, and I don't really want to comment too much on that because I don't really know the facts on it, but I just know that the Korean Curling Federation, prior to the Olympics, were the benefactors of there's millions of dollars from generous sponsors that supported them for years. And then all of a sudden after the Olympics, there's nothing. And all the sponsors basically dropped off, and Korean Curling Federation had no backing. They had no money to work with. So, with no money, it just limited what the opportunities for them to go forward. And I think they changed presidents a couple of times, and it just seemed like, an opportunity wasted just from some of these, I don't know if you call it mismanagement or just, I don't know, but it's a shame because I think that if they could have just went after it right away, and trying to get people curling and get some backers to build some. I know they have built a few new curling centers in the country, in attempts to try to grow the sport, which is great. And I've been to at least one of them or two of them, and they're fabulous facilities. But I think, not having somebody in there with a curling background really hampers them in trying to grow the sport.
Do you think they've been given kind of a second chance to capitalize now that Team Kim Un-jung is once again the national champions? Do you think that this is like a second chance for Korean curling to capitalize on and get some more grassroots involvement that they missed out on after the 2018 Olympics?
The optimistic side of me would like to say yes, but the realistic side of me says it's going to be challenging. It's going to be challenging. The thing you guys need to know about Koreans, right? We're a very hot and cold people, right? Something's trending, like even Team Kim. And when Peter said rock stars, I'm not joking you. The hottest people in Korea in like March, April, May, right after the 2018 Olympics, were the Team Kim curlers. You would have them come to malls and just teenage girls just screaming, yelling, just chomping over each other trying to get their autograph, right? I still am angry as to if you talk about a window of capitalization, it was then. It should have happened then.
Yeah.
But with time and then and it's so unfair to the Team Kim curlers, right? Koreans are so adverse to scandal. They don't want to be associated with anybody who's involved in scandal, even if they're the victims.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
So that has actually tainted them even more. Not to mention, you know, time passing and nothing's happening with curling. And so these two reasons are why in Korea, yes, it's going to be challenging.